Good evening and welcome to InterFace Gambia on Ben Television, wherever you are. If you're watching us from JRTS, from Mamos TV, and also on Gambia Television, we're here in Crawley giving you highlights of the United Democratic Party Congress that's been held today in United Kingdom. It's a delegation of individuals and people who are affiliated to the party who have come to this Crawley event to be part of an event. And during this event, they had quite a number of activities that they did today, and election of an executive committee. And with me here is the executive committee members of the United Democratic Party UDP chapter, UK chapter I should say. I begin with Mr. Sadie Lee. Tell us what's your position in this event tonight and what you've been doing from the morning until at the moment.
Thank you so much, InterFace Gambia. I am the chairman of the fundraising committee for this Congress, and pretty much my role has been to try to facilitate the funding aspect of it and to make sure that this day is successful. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I think from what you have seen so far, that has been achieved. So we say Alhamdulillah.
Okay. And tell us, or remind us again, what is this whole event about?
Well, as we know, UDP is a party which great aspiration for Gambia, and we have a lot of support base around the world, and UK is not an exception to that. So what we thought is to try to bring all the party members together with the leadership so that we can discuss things, and we can also, you know, have that sense of belonging and sense of togetherness. So that's the whole purpose of it, because some of us have not met before. Like, you know, most of the people I used to interact online, I never had the opportunity to see them, but today has given me that opportunity to see them and also hear, and also try to show the world who we really are, UDP. Okay. And the UK is a formidable chapter of UDP. With no disrespect to other, you know, chapters, but we are a force to reckon with, and it is just fitting that we try to organize this Congress so that we can tell the leadership back home that the job is not only for them but for us as well, because diaspora is an important component in Gambia. We all know that. So for UDP to take this lead is something that will be recognized globally. Okay.
Mr. Conte, you are actually Konate, I should say. Mr. Konate, you are, I understand, an executive member now of the newly formed committee. Who are the members of your committee, and what is the mandate giving to you and your committee members?
Well, thank you very much. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Well, there are a lot of people in this new executive, and I mean, I might not be able to name all of them, but they were all introduced at the Congress at the hotel. We have been mandated to serve for 1 year. We are an interim body tasked to move things ahead for the next election, because that's when we'll have a lot of membership base, strong membership base, extensively UK-wide, for us to come together and conduct an election to make sure that, you know, the democracy that we've been saying, we've been, you know, advocating for, have been practiced, not only just by saying it. And like my colleague said, this is a great opportunity for us to come together. Okay, just even mere the fact that we are now networking, we are now talking, that alone is a success. Because as a firm believer in making, you know, so that people come together, I've always been doing that, and I like doing that. And because this is an opportunity always, and when people come together, you know, brilliant ideas are exchanged. Today, many people came to me telling me so many things that I never thought of before. So this is the beauty about it. You know, people coming together, and look at it. All these people put in their...
It's a formidable crowd, actually.
It is a formidable crowd. So we have a lot of challenges ahead, and we should now we have set the bar, and we must make sure that we always exceed expectation. And these challenges, with the help of all these people here, it's going to be very light. And that is why it is important that, you know, when you come together, when we put our hearts together, you know, united in spirit and action, everything, then we can always move mountains. But it comes about as a way of reaching out to each other, accommodating each other, tolerating each other, and encouraging that diversity and inclusiveness.
You actually mentioned that you are an interim committee because you want a democratic system in place. And for the next 1 year, you will ensure that members are registered first before elections?
Basically, if you think about it, you are only franchised when you have a membership card. Your membership card is you not only say I'm a member. How are you a member? Okay, so a membership card, and that by virtue is like you supporting the party, but also it's like also in Gambia you register to vote. You have a voter's card. It's a that system. Kind of that system to put things into perspective. It's like making sure that whoever is making sure voting is somebody who is vested in the party, who is recognized in the party by your number, by your contacts, because these are important information that we will use to communicate with our people. So when they come together, they are the people who will choose the people they want to serve. But because right now we don't have that, we are coming from a system when nobody, some of us, who hardly found it very hard to involve in politics because of the situation back home. And I don't shy away from saying it.
But now the roadmap is clear, so
that is why
everyone is invited and do whatever they can.
Look at all this. If you look at the gathering here, this would not have been possible, last year or a few months back down the line. It would not have been possible. You would not even think about it. So, but now, alhamdulillah, with this now, it's a way forward, and they will continue to register more success. Yeah.
Bamba, Lamin Konate has mentioned registration, franchise, voter, diaspora. These are key words that are important, and during the struggle to get rid of Yahya Jammeh, these are some of the issues that have been highlighted by many people in the diaspora, giving their contribution back home. And what is the party's stance, as more especially the United Democratic Party UK chapter stance in terms of enfranchising Gambians to vote?
We believe everywhere we go, as you remember during the hard days fighting dictatorship, we always cry for power to the people, empowering the Gambian people. This is a step, giving the Gambians the voice. Understanding the fact that diaspora, almost if you look at the Gambian component in the United Kingdom, nobody knows the number of Gambians that live here. No one can tell you, because there has not been any census conducted. Most of us came here, gave birth to children here that are adults today. And if they intend to vote in the Gambia, you need to tell them things about the Gambia. For them to come here, meet certain people, see how Africans interact, in itself is a step in the right direction. Now the United Democratic Party, I happen to be a member of that party, having worked actively to fight against dictatorship. Now that I'm a government civil servant, my advice that I gave to the UDP at the Congress is let them try to be very tolerant. And let them also try to be very accommodative, because they have been accusing the APRC of intolerance. Now that they are a major player in the coalition government, all eyes are on the United Democratic Party to see what would they do. So this in essence is a transition more for the UDP than for any other organization, because UDP being the major player with almost 33 MPs, the Gambian people are watching. So it is a very huge task for them as members of the United Democratic Party to show the world that, look, we are in transition, but if you give us the mandate come next election, we are going to be so inclusive that Gambian people would not even want us to go in the next 100 years. That's the advice I gave to the United Democratic Party, because it's a party that I grew up in. I was one of those junior ones, grew up along the ranks to become the youth president. When I came here, I became the spokesperson of the diaspora. And they can tell you that I've done my job very well, because I was everywhere. People say Mamos never sleeps. Of course I do have time to sleep, but sometimes I will do 10 audios a day, put it on the social media, and I will go to bed and sleep, and it will be playing continuously. Nobody would even know. Some people would say he's still on the radio when I would be in bed sleeping. So you have to at least always sensitize the Gambian people. They are hungry for information. Gambians in those days, GRTS was not forthcoming because it's all censorship. But now that is out of the way, social media is taking over, so they have a lot to play, especially with your media organization.
InterFace Gambia TV.
Gambia. You have also played a very huge role. I remember InterFace Gambia has been to most of the Gambian organizations, even during the time of dictatorship. So kudos to you as well. And these are the steps in the right direction. The advice that we can give to all political parties is you always emulate the bigger one to try to compete with them. Let them emulate the United Democratic Party, engage the people, invite them, sell their ideas, and at the end of the day, after politics, Gambians would always come back to be the same brothers and sisters like we always are. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Bamba. Mr. Sedili, Bamba has touched on something very important here. I think when matter of food is in session, everybody is distracted. I know the drama kundankas and the kanyi kundankas. They are the ones making a lot of noise. But Sedili, I was saying, Bamba touched on very important issue here, tolerance. And most of the time, cyber warriors sometimes go over the top. What's your advice to a lot of party activists, not only for the United Democratic Party, but other parties who have cyber warriors, I would call them, who will also want to talk about their parties? It's about one Gambia. We all want to go to a specific destination, which is good for everyone, I believe. What do you have to advise other people who are on social media promoting or making propaganda for their parties?
Oh, thank you. I think when I made my speech earlier on today, I reiterated the words of the leader of the United Democratic Party. He has always been saying that we should always emulate and set high standards for ourselves, be respectful to others. So, you know, with social media is a domain which is very difficult to control, because it's like an individual getting access to his or her Facebook, wanting to put his view, her view out there is very difficult to control. But what I would say, obviously, to the UDP party, and you've asked other parties as well, I think we should show respect to one another and recognize that, well, we may have divergent views. We may all see things differently, but at the end of the day, the Gambia should be the ultimate, you know, this is what we want, a better Gambia for ourselves. So our divergent views should not turn into hate, because that's where the problem is. If it turns into hate, then it brings a lot of bad blood between us. But at the end of the day, Gambia, if you look at Gambia, everybody's so interrelated. Everybody's so interrelated. We are all the same. And sometimes you hear this sensationalism about tribe. Yes, we understand that there will always be political identification. You want to be in your comfort zone in life, but that should not make you hate somebody else. So I think we should tone down the language that we use. We can debate all day. You know, you can debate. I can debate with Lamin. I can debate with Mr. Mamos. I can debate with somebody in GDC or APRC. But we should show respect to one another, my brother. We should not lead this to. I've seen ugly things happen of late on the social media. Very, very ugly. And sometimes it makes some people say, "Oh, man, I'm going to gain a social media." Until I social media, yeah, understand it, which is unwarranted. I think we should really try to, you know, raise our standards high up. At the end of the day, you know, the bottom line is, when my child grows up to see what I was doing on social media, then he shouldn't be disappointed. I think we should all put that at the back of our mind, because whatever you say, my friend used to tell me, Lamin, whatever you put on social media, it stays there. You can delete it, but it starts somewhere. And even the intelligence agencies around the world will have access to that information. So it's not only it, this goes beyond the Gambia thing. It's more to do with your integrity, it's more to do with your personality. So I think we should all soften up, but sometimes things get emotional, you know. But the bottom line is, I take the comfort in the fact that the leader of the United Democratic Party, not only him, but the entire leadership, very level-headed. So I think if we follow them, then we will always raise the bar.
Absolutely. Mr. Konate, we've touched on some of the programs and activities that you would like to do, since you've been tasked to make sure a roadmap is charted forward for the United Democratic chapter in the United Kingdom. What do we expect to see from you in the next 12 months? If you can give us 2 or 3 items on top of your agenda, that you would like to achieve before the 12 months is elapsed?
Well, thank you very much. First of all, as always the case, whenever we organize programs, we do what we call a review of what we've done. Okay, we will call a meeting, discuss about our ups and downs and the way forward. And the new executive will be tasked also to make sure that we get a solid or a very good database of our contacts, our addresses and all that, but also to agree on how regularly we need to meet, but also to open the communication flow to make sure that communication is because communication is very important. We need to also look at what are the challenges. We need to identify the challenges and we move on. And the challenge is we need to recruit more members. We need to go and bring more members in by talking, by even making programs or coming up with programs that can attract people to like this. Because some people sitting home will say, hang on a minute, these people are very organized. I'm not bragging about what we've done here today, but a lot of people will be inspired today.
I could see.
So that will also, these are the type of programs that we need.
You had part of your congress at a hotel. You ferry people by bus. Very comfortable buses.
Having said that, because I was the one who said, okay, look, we invited people. They went out their way to support us in this. They could be coming, most of them came in cars, but there are others who also came by trains and all that. And I said, look, we should be courteous as they are supporting us in this. We should also return that courtesy by making sure that everybody gets on that coach and they ferry it here. When they finish, we ferry them back to the main town where they can connect with other transport hubs. So this is what we can do. This is the least we can do. We cannot do anything that will compensate what they have done for us today.
After all, you want their membership and you want their money as well. That's important too.
That is it. And also that brings us to like the accountability aspect of it. We need to show people that we are accountable, we are reachable, and we are tolerant. We can also listen to them because people lead in different ways. Some people lead by listening. Also, some people lead by following people. Making sure people go and you follow them. Some people want to lead and people follow them. But we will do cover all that. But fundamentally, is to recognize the challenges, making sure that, like Sehu said, we need to be careful of what we say in the media these days. The tribal rectories is very toxic. People should move away from this. They desist from that. Gambia now, what we need, the youth should be constructive, they should be positive, creative thinking. Let us address each other on policy issues. Let us address our parties. Let us criticize parties on policy issues rather than personality. Of course, if you are a political figure, we expect that. But again, something that will not, be relevant to national development, that will, move the Gambia forward. We need innovation. Like I said in my speech last at the hotel, we don't want to be consumers all the time, but producers as well. Gambia, with that enabling environment now, the sky is the limit. With all these, talk about these oil deposits coming in the Gambia. I mean,
that's very exciting.
That will mean even free education, free healthcare, and all that. So look, we've got a lot, but we are ourselves the institution that we need. The government needs. The government needs the people, the determined people, but informed people as well. That is why Barack has taxed himself to make sure the media can be free. They are part and parcel of the development that we need. We need to create that enabling environment, vibrant news and vibrant press to hold our government accountable. It's very important, okay? But when you criticize people on policy issues, I don't find that I don't find that a problem. What I find problematic is going after people, no matter what they do, because you just hate them. And some of the hate speech you hear from other people in social media is very implicating. It's very worrying. And like I said to my colleagues all the time, whatever you say in the media, now what I'm saying here, it can be in here 20, even 50 years time. Somebody can look at us and say this was, we are all making history for what we are saying here. this could be held, and tomorrow whatever I do, you said it's here, it's all in the media, you can delete it, but it's always there. So we need to be accountable to our own action. We need to be our own ambassadors. What are you doing here? You're not only projecting InterFace, but you're also projecting yourself today. What are you doing here? And making sure that, you are also leaving a very a positive footprint on the minds and on how we can move the country forward. Because these are youths who are the cream of that. And you are giving them the voice. You are giving them that, you're capacitating them for the task ahead. So we say thank you for that as well.
Absolutely. I was going to touch on policy issues, but it's early days at the moment. It would not be fair to ask you about what policies you want to put forward. But by and large, this is an organization that has brought people together today. You had a Congress, you elected executive members who will look into affairs of the UDP chapter in the United Kingdom towards a 12-month project. And the project would be putting people together, registering them, and also had an election or have an election at the end of the process. And in the interim, get a lot of people to come on board and move forward as a party. If I'm right to sum it that way.
That's right. That's correct. Because membership is the critical part of the whole thing. The reason why we haven't been able to do it today is because we haven't got any database for that. And like I said, we should follow the process. And the time is limited. We got so many on the program list. Some of the even program we had to skip because of the time.
A lot of things to say, a lot of things to do.
That's right.
Okay, you just reminded you're still watching InterFace Gambia on Ben Television and on GRTS and on Mamos. If you're still watching, we're at the UDP Congress at a hall in Crawley. They've had an earlier meeting where they elected executive members who've been given a task for the next 12 months to ensure the party membership is structured and as well as have a database of individuals who are affiliated to the party. All about One Gambia. InterFace Gambia, you've heard, we've been doing our bit during the time of the dictatorship. We still continue going to Gambian events. If you know it's happening, it's about to happen, or it has happened, let us know. InterFace Gambia will be there and we will showcase your event, your activity, so long as it is there to make Gambia progressive. This is what we're all about. And we're not going to be doing justice without talking in Mandinka and in Wolof for other listeners who might have some, challenge understanding what we're saying in English. And Badingulu, Hankabi, alla programo InterFace Gambia TV, Nima Nalbe Jibero Kekan, GRTS, Mamos TV, Waronto, Ben TV, Mbe UDP la Bengolto, Membe Kekan Crowley, Nyunso Mandala, Alba Aliaje, ye Congress la Sotonon, Congresso Mialonko, ye Molle Tombong, ka UDP la Kool, Kenyo Kang, surtout UDP Mol Membe, UK, et la chapter member Jang, Wolem, Mr. Konate Nala committee member. Bamba mas fana mbolde me alonko ngule alonne social media anen UDP la mamango anen Gambia la ko aka bambanje bakele butung denga ko mutange sunku nyokan damandin ro mi sakonate wato de to kamma isa fonye muneketa jambi proli Angleterre banko kan London UDP ila chapter ale mun dokule ke bi ale mun benneke bi anen alla bengo ala hamum muneti
baraka bake ito ko ngalo ko rek lamin to malum to ma kontante ba ka kele ko min be min fo kan ron ku jamaale be nyum ko kono nyim ba ko no ko hana danta nyum fala kambe ka benjang ni jomi ni mo jamaale ka diamo ena min mil fala je bi ndanga mo jamaale je ko min nim penkete wato wati ideal canal wo ideal bi ndeman kurol lonnum bi fo nadol dol lombi bar nyim fana be mo lanu ne ko ku jamaale mol kunna mi lon ko dañ fang organize la bakele tamu natal pour ngam ma organize naje ñu website ko be dundaje naje ka je ko nga strong executive sonom fana sodo abe molti coming kam fan organize because we've been through a lot digdo je mi yalon ko ay ko molle silandi ak molle hanata lafta ka ku keno e buka keno this is a time ningo ni molbe frido no kono e fankal noko ite mo ite fang ite jare tamina la yara fang but because ni be ko kono because ake suppress le ite fang nyande min kele buka keno but ni bari nyin keta kabirin ngam fan soto tonya independent keta mo jamal ta Gambia ku jamal keta but this is the first time mfana see the giving each other a tap on the back. We made it. Now what's the way forward now? Kacha sifa lebe caring and nga more command mielanko ye londo soto and yeta ne mon la kono kunu lebe caring bi mo kuma jama fa UDP la koto muntel do ma milon before but wala nan ko nyimbe ngere watu wati mo ka ideal soto donc kuma ta bakele hadma din do man ni ko dolo ni ko londo wala ni kata ka dolo long e buka be lonno so e buka be fono e buka be jeno e be ka be lonno fana e ka molle kumandi ine kacha o kacha le kata jambi ni fana la londo min kono te leba ko kono before ni le kuma fola bi wala fana len tel fana la faale so ni be ngana fa wata bakele anu ko jama fana me kono min kan sa lambe ko wol min be kala nyato wolle be tamila nyum fawta ni mu ko mi starting net don
nin ko mo ale ñinen ko baramat ale comité tombong melbe kol jibela e karbe ngine kala kari ni ka gri ni saje jamala na fami be kala menti abe sunkuru nyokan patila ko sitano nyama e bamba mas ngamoy lamin konate même fo ala comité e sasimenna wolen ka kol jibe Angleterre banko kan UDP la chapter membe jang e sta kaje ko e la programme ni la activities ya be ke nyokan surtout registration la karola bayring ko election obuka keno nima registration of so wokumayata bari silent mol yalo italong UDP la mamon la ko propaganda and online as well but say civil servant la muti adibe Gambia beleje so ebe no kumoso do ebe men futant la mol ma surtout mel yalon ko mantra UDP ebe parti côté on to bari ebe Gambia represent kan surtout nyaato ta kan Gambia be min expect la parti bulu parti melialon ko be diaspora parti melialon ko be Gambia e la molu nsafo nyama ebe tamandir nyaade lekela e la kuma kan fo anila baro Kenya
xam nga dina laka olof tuuti
waaw
képp koo xam ne doomi Gambien la te mu ngi toppa taariki suñu réew mi soo leen bàyyee ko seen xel ci gannaaw tuuti rek ñoom IBA Kilifa Samba ñoom borom nomba tànk lañ ñoo xam ne dañ foom seen own political parties woon ak ñoom Alaaji Ebi Ndiaye ak ñoom Famara Wasa Touré ay kilifa yu bari ñoom Alhaji Sanjali Bojang ak ñeneen yi ñoom biñ gisee ne Gambia fu mu nekk nii dañ war a taxaw ñu sos Gambia nekk réew mi boppam dañ jokkoo nekk benn ñu bàyyi yëfi parti ñoom Muslim Congress ñoom AP UP ñoom PPP ñëpp a ñëw bokka Gambia was first before we had our independence ci njëlbeen dañ amoon a coalition government that was the beginning we started now after dictatorship amaat nañ coalition government ñëpp a ñëw joxante loxo te Gambia loolu lañ xam li ma advice United Democratic Party mbooloo bu nekk dafa am ku ko jiit te fu mu nekk nii bot yi ñëpp ci UDP la jublu nañ seet naka la UDP def everything because yéenay am the crowd yéenay am the majority you have a very heavy task te you have to be tolerant like I said te waaye Lamin comme nga Lamin li mu waxoon moo di ne Gambia we as a group we as a family we as a society foo munta dem ci biir Gambia yow Lamin ku la xool ku la xamal na ne yow nekkul yëfi InterFace rek you are a militant yourself te li nga def umput kenn pour fight to see ne dictatorship génne na suñu réew mi Gambien si ñëwaat nañ ñu nekk benn ñu jokkoo nit ñi de wax ci affaire Facebook ak militants yi ak ñi opal because that's the way I can call them I still feel that am na ñu bari ñoo xam ne ba tey ñu ngi am métit niñ bugg a gisante wuñ ko waaye Rome was not built in a day ndanka li olof yi dee wax ndanka mooy jàppa golo ci kanam incha allah dinañ wax leneen parce que Gambia ku xool Gambia lim tuuti nga xool ko Gambia am na neneen noo xam ne mun ngaa wóor àdduna yëpp doo ko fekkee fenn mooy our hospitality Me, I am not bothered about this Facebook militancy and all that because nobody can control them. Am na ñu bari ñoo xam ne seen gannaaw yi néeg lañ seen biir néeg lañ dee toog in their comfort zone, sit and write whatever comes into their mind. So obviously that's the beauty of social media, and that has also mun na dimbale nañu pour ñu wone Barrow government and the coalition government ne the democracy that we fought for, we are demanding that you don't do anything that would stop us.
There is a land not far away where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa.
When doing business, few things define you. Transparency, loyalty, reliability, customer satisfaction, and so on. Immediate Money has got all of these and beyond. From Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Dubai, China, India, Pakistan, Gambia, Mali, Guinea-Conakry, to anywhere you are in the world, receive Immediate Money. Immediate Money Transfer offers you the best and a more convenient way of sending money to your loved ones. From the United Kingdom, Germany, Senegal, France, USA, Italy, Norway, Gambia, Denmark. We're nearer than you think. Call us on 44-800-0324-314 or 44-203-1740659. For more information on sending and receiving, general inquiries, and more, email us on transfers@immediatemoney.com or support@immediatemoney.com. Visit our website at www.immediatemoney.com.
We the best. Came in the black Benz, left in the white one. I'm just a hoodlum, I came in my
InterFace Gambia TV presents to you 5-year anniversary celebration awards and dinner dance 30th of December 2017. Black tie event live at the Bowling Parkwood Suite, Barking Road, London E6 1PW. Doors will be open 9 p.m. Tickets are out for only £40. Dinner at 10 p.m. Please be there on time, and show starts at 11:45 p.m. Presented by Lida Ninja and Mary Kumba Gomez in collaboration with Fashion for Awareness for Seni Cancer Foundation, Women's Foundation Trust to help create cancer awareness in our community. The big raffle, first prize, full Hajj package in 2018. Second prize, full package of family tour in the Gambia. Third prize, a weekend for 2 at My Hotel's 5-star group. Tickets are out for only £10. Sponsored by Gambia International Airlines Limited, Gambia Tours Limited, and My Hotels UK. For more information, please contact us at 0207998107 or 0753810339. Live performance on the night. Tyrone the Prince.
Fire, 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 fire. Ali be young like Booker. Summer holiday, yeah, come on.
Young Light.
We used to be down, but we came up.
Mamos really down, really down.
We got no sleep, cause we stayed up.
Stayed up thinking of a plan, and that plan there changed me to the man.
Chief guest of honor, Mr. and Mrs. Aji Ansumane. Special guest of honor, Siranding Balajo and Mighty Mai. DJs on the night, DJ Corey Afrobeats, dancehall and R&B master DJ Dafay and DJ Fax. This event is spearheaded by Smiling Coast Food Limited, Eye Care Resource Limited, Ganori Ramsin, Money Pipe Logistic, Nubia Hair and Beauty Amijawo, Faith Cole, Independent Nozzle Services, The Comfort Dawudu Foundation Trust, Tropical Catering Fruits Display Fanny K France, Gambia Tours Limited, Gambia International Airlines Limited, Yaye Instant Services Limited, and the Gambia Tours Board.
Yaye Instant Services is here for you. We send money to the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, and many more countries worldwide. Contact us today 020-8221-4538 or 079-309-57076 or online www.yaye.co.uk. Like or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. With Yaye Instant Services, you are guaranteed better rates, fast delivery, and the very best service experience. Yaye Instant Services Limited. Reliable, affordable, and instant.
Kontaan na trop fu mu nekk nii because as a civil servant you are yena ñu jox doole. We can be so proud. Before am na yeneen ñoo xam ne ñu ngi di liggéey embassy ñoom duñ dee am fit pour génna tase Gambian si. Today I am here.
loolu am na solo parce que bëggoon a junj tuuti rek. waaye gars yi embassy woon pour ñëw programme Gambian problème la parce que ñun waa InterFace programme bu nekk la ngay dem.
Exactly. And Lamine, I'm so happy you mentioned that. You know, because today man mun naa dem any programme because I keep telling Gambians that ñun dañ dee tuumal APRC léegi ñun ñoo falu te Gambians yi ñooy folli ñooy falu nañ jox Gambians yi doole nañ jox Gambians yi kër nañ leen respect because Gambians yi ñoom ñoo tax ñu ngi am salary Gambians yi ñoom ñoo tax ñun ñu taxaw ne Gambia dafa war a am boppam. Out of dictatorship, we want our democracy back. We want our voice back. Comme nga léegi Gambians yi jox nañu suñ voice back dañ leen war a dellu njukkal. That is incumbent upon every Gambian, all civil servants. This is my message to you. Be open to the Gambian people and try to do everything out of goodwill. Because once you do, you would leave a legacy. Today I have just mentioned the IM Gabija Humpas, the AB Njais, because they left a legacy. If you want to be like them, tomorrow history talks about Bamba Mas. Do a good job and history would smile on you. Thank you.
jërëjëf Bamba jërëjëf Lamine Konaté kontaan lañ torop ci ni ngeen ñu uyu si parce que seen programme bi neex na tey torop te nit ñi ñëw nañu seen agenda bi dafa xaw a yaatu daal waaye nag yéen a ngi yaatal nag ngeen invite ñu dugal ñu seen programme bi kontaan lañ li leen bëgg képp koo xam ne daal am ngeen programme moo xam APRC UDP koo xam daal invital InterFace Gambia parce que affaire Gambia la ñoo waxtaan su ko defee rek dinañ ko wone lu ko idée wax rek dañoo interface leen bu ngoonee ñu wone leen télé su ko defee rek Bamba Mass jërë ngeen jëf Mr. Lamine Konaté thank you so much all the best all right and we're still at the UDP Congress here in Crawley and where they're having a Congress the United Kingdom United Democratic Party UK chapter. In the morning they had a session.
We're going to observe the prayers now. Prayer in the sense we will be led by a Christian, a Muslim prayer, and also a Christian person to lead us into prayers. Gambia is a secular state, we all know. Both Christians and Muslims live side by side in dignity and respect. So we want to inculcate that. We want to also that values should be part of us in our everyday life. So this Congress is not exception. So we're going to call the local Imam, Imam Yase Sakare, to lead us into Muslim prayers.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين الصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وبعد أن أهدكم بتحية الدين الإسلام أقول لكم السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته. Before we start the prayer, we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala once again for giving us an opportunity to stand before as religious leaders to make our prayers before we start anything. As we all believe that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our creator and Allah, whatever we have in this dunya is provided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So without going further, we just make our prayers and then from there we give to whatever, whoever should be next agenda also. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربه وأولئك هم المفلحون الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يئوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها ما كذبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا وأخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين اللهم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب اللهم يا سلام سلم قوم الغامبيا اللهم يا سلام سلم بلد الغامبيا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين عباد الله إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروني ولا تكفروني ولذكر الله أكبر والله يعلم ما تصنعون بجاه حرمة اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الفاتح لما أغلق والخاتم لما سبق ناصر الحق بالحق والهادي إلى صراطك المستقيم وعلى آله حق قدره ومقداره العظيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Thank you very much, Ya Imam. May your prayers be accepted and answered. Well, next is our Christian Toy Kasra to lead us into prayers. Welcome. Toy Kasra.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Merciful Lord, as we gather here to take stock of a party that we cherish for so long, give us the wisdom and the courage for us to sit down and discuss the fate of this party. Guide us through and thank all those that have supported us over the years. Continue to guide all those who had the resilience to support this party at difficult times. Continue to guide our leaders who, despite all odds, proved us wrong. Continue to guide the people of the Gambia who still have confidence in us. Lord, as we sit here to discuss, let us take it as a day for us to take stock of our party. Lord, guide us. Lord, help the new generation that nurture this party. Lord, thank all those who've organized this Congress. May they live long. Amen. And may they enjoy the fruits of their labor. Amen. Through Christ our Lord. Amen. Amen.
So thank you very much. I will hand over to the next in the agenda is Joy Goswell. who is going to lead us into the history of UDP. Joy Coswell. Thank you very much, Joy.
Unfortunately, I came in late, so I don't know who are on the high table, other than two of my younger brothers, Mr. Dafe and newly appointed diplomat, Mamos. So, all protocol respectively and dutifully observed. Fellow Gambians, we are here as part of taking stock of a party which I followed for almost 21 years. The birth of UDP came as no surprise to me, but let me take you down to memory lane. We all come from a country that was known to be the darling for democracy and human rights in Africa. Our country was rated as the best in Africa in 1993 by the independent newspaper. Sadauda's PPP was beginning to lose its political influence. For the first time, NCP had more seats than ever. They even won a seat in Nyomi. Well, Nyomi is part of North Bank, but that was a no-go area. They also won a seat in Fonyi. Fonyi was a no-go area, but they were able to win a seat there. Sadly, they lost a seat at Serekunda West, where I came from, and I was hurt. As we thought the end of self-perpetuated rule was coming to an end, one fine Friday, a group of bandits calling themselves soldiers in uniform derailed the democratic process, and we had to suffer 2 years. The first bit of the suffering started with 2 years. Decree number 4, which proscribed political activity. Decree number 30, which curtailed our rights. Decree number 11 or 72, which dealt with human rights abuses. But the nailing of the coffin came up when the people of the Gambia voted by 2-1, thinking that we will return back to civilian rule, only to be told 48 hours later that 3 of the main political parties were proscribed under the obnoxious decree number 89. It's not a funny thing, it was serious, because decree number 89 made it a criminal offense for Hassan Musa Kamara, Bibi Dabo, O.J. Jallo, anybody that was a minister under PPP to form a political party. Likewise, the 3 main political parties were proscribed. The penalty for it was this: you could be fined $1 million, or you go to jail for life. What was the hope? Gambians came together. What was the remnants of PPP, the unaffected? UDP unaffected, NCP unaffected, GPP unaffected, came together and formed this party called United Democratic Party. Our constitution, dated the 15th of August, is in my archives. Our manifesto, dated the 15th of August, is in my archives. On the 23rd of August, we came up with this party. Our motto, justice, peace, and progress. Our symbol, handshake. We entered the political frame. Unfortunately, inasmuch that we were returning to democracy, there was something missing. We still had the decrees to abide by. And as a result, eminent men, our party, what makes it different? Today you hear a new party being formed. I think in the last 2 weeks I had about 4 political parties being formed by individuals. UDP was not formed by any individual. UDP was formed by a group of individuals that wanted to change our country for good. And the beauty of it is that UDP was unique. It had 2 classes. It had the politicians on one side, it had the technocrats on one side. And within the technocrats, they were able to select one man, Usainu, Abubakar, Numukunda, Mohammed, Usainu. We went further. It was a decree. So they gave us limitations on how to campaign. Election 26 September 1996, we had an election. We had 3 weeks to campaign under difficult circumstances. But within that 3 weeks, we had 36% of the vote, and it hurt them. Whilst going through that election, our supporters were massacred, brutally assaulted at Denton Bridge, of which we call the Denton Bridge Massacre. Our supporters were humiliated. We kept on and on. We lost the election, but we never lost the message, because we said, bring an end to militocracy. And proudly, after 22 years, we can say we did our own bit. We contested the parliamentary elections after some difficulties. But in the end, we made record, because for the first time in the 70s, the first time an opposition party has had more than 6 seats, one opposition party. We had 7 seats, and the names were Omar Keba Mas, Kiang West. Then go by force, back out. The late Abu Karamba Gassama, Lower Badigo, Central Badigo. Buba Sumara, Kiang East. Sidi Amankanji, Jara. Baba Ding Dafe, Jara. And finally, the man that we used to call Mandela, Keme Senjame, who won the election from Janjapuri, after being granted bail, only to stand up against the mighty Babajo and won. They say 7 seats. They had so many, but that did not stop us to make our voices heard in the National Assembly. Let me tell you something. You hear about the Janneh Commission. You hear about the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. UDP, 7 MPs did a lot. We were the first to talk about the crude oil crisis. We were the first to talk about the Indemnity Act, which they introduced only to make sure people that murdered innocent kids will not be persecuted. This party continued. We went on, and whilst as we were there, we showed that we were not greedy. We could have said, leave Decree 89 in the statute books. Amen. Because it's not in our interest. Because we are a coalition of 3 political parties. But we spent the first 5 years, intense political activity in which we advocated for the repeal of Decree 89. That became a success. We were able to contribute towards the repeal of Decree 89. If any of you are fortunate to read the Hansard reports, which were reported by some newspapers, you'll come to see the contributions which our parliamentarians did under difficult circumstances. We are here today, but funny enough, 20 years ago, Hussein Odabo came to London, and it's a small hall. It just goes to show how far we have gone as a party. Not a lot of us were here. Those were the only few of us were here. And I give respect to those that organized that meeting, because it was the beginning of a long walk to freedom. UDP continued. 5-year intensive political activity meant they had to use them resources, conduct rallies constantly. It wasn't easy, but they tried. They did a lot, and then came 2001 when the decree was repealed, thinking that we will come together. On the 11th hour, some politicians thought they can do it better than us. But again, we showed them UDP unstoppable. Unfortunately,
Yaye Instant Services is here for you. We send money to the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana and many more countries worldwide. Contact us today 020-8221-4538 or 079-309-57076 or online www.yaye.co.uk. Like or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. With Yaye Instant Services, you are guaranteed better rates, fast delivery, and the very best service experience. Yaye Instant Services Limited. Reliable, affordable, and instant.
There is a land not far away, where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa.
Did you see what we the best. Came in a black Benz, left in the white one. I'm just a hoodlum, I came in my
InterFace Gambia TV presents to you 5-year anniversary celebration awards and dinner dance 30th of December 2017. Black tie event live at the Bowling Parkway Suite, Barking Road, London E6 1PW. Doors will be open 9 p.m. Tickets are out for only £40. Dinner at 10 p.m. Please be there on time, and show starts at 11:45 p.m. Presented by Lida Ninja and Mary Kumba Gomez in collaboration with Fashion for Awareness for Seni Cancer Foundation, Women's Foundation Trust to help create cancer awareness in our community. The big raffle, first prize, full Hajj package in 2018. Second prize, full package of family tour in the Gambia. Third prize, a weekend for 2 at My Hotel's 5-star group. Tickets are out for only £10. Sponsored by Gambia International Airlines Limited, Gambia Tours Limited, and My Hotels UK. For more information, please contact us at 020799 07981-007 or 075381-03379. Live performance on the night. Tyrone the Prince.
Fire, 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 fire. Ali be young like Booker. Summer holiday, yeah, come on.
Young Light.
We used to be down, but we came up.
Man was really down, really down.
We got no sleep, cause we stayed up.
Stayed up thinking of a plan, and that plan there changed me to the man.
Chief guest of honor, Mr. and Mrs. Aji Ansumane. Special guest of honor, Siranding Balajo and Mighty Mai. DJs on the night, DJ Corey Afrobeats, dancehall and R&B master DJ Dafay and DJ Fax. This event is spearheaded by Smiling Coast Food Limited, Eye Care Resource Limited, Ganori Ramsin, Money Pipe Logistic, Nubia Hair and Beauty Amijawo, Faith Cole, Independent Nozzle Services, the Comfort Dawudu Foundation Trust, Tropical Catering Fruits Display Fanny K France, Gambia Tours Limited, Gambia International Airlines Limited, YA Instant Services Limited, and the Gambia Tours Board.
When doing business, few things define you. Transparency, loyalty, reliability, customer satisfaction, and so on. Immediate Money has got all of these and beyond. From Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Dubai, China, India, Pakistan, Gambia, Mali, Guinea-Conakry, to anywhere you are in the world, receive Immediate Money. Immediate Money Transfer offers you the best and a more convenient way of sending money to your loved ones. From the United Kingdom, Germany, Senegal, France, USA, Italy, Norway, Gambia, Denmark. We're nearer than you think. Call us on 44-800-0324-314 or 44-203-1740659. For more information on sending and receiving, general inquiries, and more, email us on transfers@immediatemoney.com or support@immediatemoney.com. Visit our website at www.immediatemoney.com.
Something which my leader has always said, we decided not to take part in the 2002 elections, parliamentary elections, and we gave them a carte blanche, which we regret. But having said so, as time went on, we decided that we will regroup and take stock of our party. And at the earliest opportunity, we had a by-election in Jara West, following the imprisonment of Baba Joe. Again, Mandela, as I used to call him, we continued again. We sat with other parties, thought we will decide. We met at Palm Grove. We signed a memorandum of understanding to form an alliance of political parties. We thought this was the beginning of the end for APRC. It did not work. We went our ways. But throughout those years, as someone said, we suffered a lot. 1998, Yusufa Cham, Dembo Arab Sane, Wasa Jane, Momodu Singul Nyasi met at Bilkama just to convene, discuss a regional congress, only for them to be arrested, tortured. And also, among those who were tortured was a lady who I have so much respect for, the late Sajo Kunjang Sane. The party went further and they thought it was all over. Being the fact that I live in an urban area, they keep telling me, oh, your party will not last. But anytime we have elections, we have 100,000 votes. And I said to them, what are we doing that we're still surviving? We founded in 2006 the Alliance for Change, which consists of UDP, NRP, and GPDP. We went for that election unfortunately, we lost. And when I say unfortunately, I say under the circumstances. Because I know if elections were held under a level playing field, this struggle wouldn't have taken us 22 years. But for long, I see people wearing yellow here, but I'm sure during the hard times, yellow was not fashionable in Gambia. Because if you wear yellow, they say you're UDP. And if you're UDP, God save your soul. But we've passed through that. We've come up to 2011. We all thought we were going to do well. It did not work. And people said, Ousainou Darboe, this is Ousainou Darboe's last term. UDP will not be able to do it without Ousainou Darboe. I believe that's why they made sure Ousainou Darboe spent some time at his five-star hotel. And people said we were not going to do anything. We selected our presidential candidate, presented him to the people, and the people accepted him. What made it more interesting is that they've been saying that the party could not survive, but it survived. And today I see the women and I salute them. Because UDP would have collapsed without the brave women that stood firm when Ousainou Darboe was in Mile 2. They call it the Kalamba Revolution. I remember the likes of Adiyam Seka. Adiyam Seka, Makawa Mitu Olof, Yanala Yala Fei, Yanala Yala Jo, Yanga enjoyed Sendiri Domi. That woman was an inspiration. Another woman who I always remember is Aja Sukainaka. That woman, when Adama Barrow was made the flag bearer for UDP, she said something that I can remember, Phoebe State House. Well, Monday, I am told on Monday, Adama Barrow will be at State House. This has been a history which will take me months and years for me to collate. So much has happened. I also bring you greetings from the ambassador of Sierra Leone, Ingram Regional Olufemi Peters. The man that was ready to go to jail not for once but twice in the name of UDP. I salute the executive members. I call them the grandees, the founding fathers. I give tribute to those who have passed away, especially Uncle Sidia Sanya. Likewise, Uncle Mo Ture. Also, that man from Fonyi who was so brave to challenge his own tribesman, Momodu Sengol Nyasi. I also pay tribute to others that have been there. That wonderful lady called Aja Jambanding Drame. I remember many of them. And also the wives of those politicians that had to put up with the hardship of being a husband of a politician that has been persecuted for so long. This party has a lot to say. This party must not fail. We are here as ambassadors of the party. What we post on the social media should be something of relevance and something of importance to our country. We must not allow rogue elements to undermine the hard works of our founding fathers. We must leave this place here today and say never again will they say UDP is tribalist. If it was tribalist, why is Benefiters a member of the party? Why was Okuto Thomas a founding member of the party? Why was Shingul Nyasi member of the party? We continue, we owe it to our country to make sure that our democracy works for good. We must never allow them to dictate the narrative. We owe it. All of us are mature here. If we see anybody that's written something derogatory about any political leader, it is our responsibility to say, look, we're not going to tolerate that. This is one Ghana, one people, one nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I am so proud of this. Thank you.
Thank you very much, George Koslov. Yes, that was a brilliant speech, George, and very inspiring. And you said it all. A lot of us, being in the media, okay, can we have noise? Can we let's see the noise, please? Okay, George, yes, like I said, thank you, because most of the things you said here are known to me, to be honest, and I want to believe one or two people maybe in this conference who have been aware of all that, of all those facts. Thank you for enlightening us. Ladies and gentlemen, my sincere apologies because first and foremost I should have introduced the high table, but I will accept that last. And I'll sincerely apologize our key guest. On the right is Mahfoud Cham, who is the chairman of the UDP UK German Brussels chapter. And next to that, in that yellow kaftan, I don't think I need to introduce that man to you all. Mamos, but I must watch my language now because he's a diplomat now. Mamos has left an indelible mark on the political struggle of the Gambia. Mamos, be proud of yourself. You have inspired so many of us. Once upon a time, every morning, people waited and waited endlessly for your updates. People waited for your dialogue with the president. Very insightful, very full of facts. You challenge people who were bent on distorting the facts and controlling the narratives. But thanks to people like you, the great voices, the great thinking, we managed to go through the challenge successfully. Among you, soon to others. But today, you will hear, I'm going to introduce you. So, Papa, Mas, thank you for being with us. Ladies and gentlemen, I first told you who this gentleman is. Very thoughtful, very very sincere, very respectful, kind, you name it. When I first wrote to him, he didn't only reply to me, but he called me to happily tell me that he would be with us on this day. He is a busy man. He's got a lot on his diary, but he said no. He would make sure that this is on his priority list. There is no other answer for anything. And of course, Simon Wediting, like I told you, is our chief guest of honor for this Congress. Simon has been with Gambia at different levels, especially during the political impasse. Thank you, Simon, for coming with us. Now, this is the big man. But also, Moj is the interim chairperson for UK diaspora. So all of us here, he's our man. All of us when including US. I remember in one of our telephone conferences, Moj, whenever he talked, I said, oh my God, yes, this is the guy. Very collected, very tactful, very sensible, and Moj is always want to reach out. He wants to live the true values of this great party. But again, now, he's been with us. When we came up with this, he said, well, as an interim chairman, it's important for him to come and give his award. And that's why he's here. But he spends a lot of money to travel all the way from America, intercontinental, to make his way down here. And we say thank you very much, Coach. I'm sure you will hear from him today. And let us hear what's going to come our way. Thank you very much. And here we go, the next man. He is I call them Kunukumbas. Kunukumbas mean that they are people who have put this chapel together. They had the structures in place. They are co-founders of this chapter. The likes of him, of course, Bamba, Siaka Jata, Kanjura Kani, Yankuba Dabo, Yankuba Conte, Mafuji Jame, this gentleman here. Yeah, these are people who bear this, who put the foundation together, who took the foundation for this chapter. And we're glad they are with us. And all the way through, since day one up to now, they're happy with us. So and all these prayer programs is there. Thank you very much. That's the main table, the high table. Right, let's move on to the next agenda on the, well, going back to George Caswell. George, I must say, that was a brilliant speech. And it's going to go down well in the social media, so thank you. Right, okay, special messages from sister chapters in Europe. Like I said, when I was introducing the fundraising committee members, I introduced Aminata Ba and our lady there, Aminata Saho and Mahfoud Cham. These are people who have been very active to give us funding for all this, and they are in Europe. So they travel, they went out their way to get here. So it is befitting for us to give them at least 5 minutes or so to hear from them, because it's a big sacrifice. There are times when we had telephone conferences, these people, because of time differences, they will always ask us, you people choose the time, what is convenient for you. They always put themselves last. That is very considerate. It takes a big heart to do that. And because of their thoughtfulness and their commitment to the UDP. So we want to give them a floor, starting with Amir Laba, to say a word or two to this August party. Thank you, Aminata.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Mbe mobe kontana luntangol na chairman ba kanam kontana alin ta fangola chairman o mafodi cham alin tola chapter niminata amin sawo mbate kanam kontana na jam wala nyinti ko ka na patio bambandi kan na lo nyatandi na patio belori minka and belori minka wala nyinti ko nafta ngana ngatandi dunia la ko nyim patio manke mandi kapatiti ko mo ka fo nyami manke mandi koti ante mu floti nani onkulo fana min diamu tabi yalon ko kabira diamu ta do mani be kumbola history bi fo jang ante definitely malon dum kon onkul ñu la wajere je so ya tandile ko nim pati manke pati mi yalon ko mani ka pati le secondly mbafala alfali jang safo alfali ko mako na hamol mi minti wala minti ko yakata yemma ko ndul fanan kate fayo bimbina isa min sa mek so ko ndul fanan se kate fayno kantum bi ni en ndulaje salon ko UDP sa kata kulet bi yalon ko dunia be kala mutal bedi am kantol UDP jamani toyala laftan na alfa safo alfa le koma ntol sain bambantale alto jangis isi alka jam angale kanole moy diamu bodin tol la janan ka jaman kanole fo andum ala yende ma sain mol min bu ko na ciamano woliye jaman kan fahamle andum ye na satol fanal lo ne jamani so laftale at least na councilorship ni sem ma ko no wala ay botu babol bulu ay nan tol fango bulu ngalo ko menna musol fara ka foyo ko wato sitale nkana bula kewol ko dama bulu ni ga jende mi yalon ko wato sitale nga mexo ko ndul fanan nga wuli because nga jele sign fatiwol bimbina kan musol siyata jele UDP ndul fanan musol de wato sitale nkana bulu kewol da mabulu mfana ngantewol siti ngalo nga tandina ko ndul fanan na pati pare kale alo ba ko kewol fanan ko ayam yesogal kala musol bulay ka fintina ifana min kewol ka do ko ke parce que kewol fanan ni ma musol bula ni be futu wala ibaje la ko te ni ko be fintila foy sak sare ke mala so memba mbari kewol danila al sam yeso ko ale musol fanan bula fanan nga min no ngana tandi dunia ma wax tuuti rek ci olof di nuyu ñëpp seen tur ak seen santa man maa ngi tudd Aminata Ba jóge Germany maa ngi nekk ci UDP chapter Germany ak Australia ku ñu jiite di maa ko di Cham ànd ak ñun olof nag def nga courage tey sa kanam dama bëgg yéen ñëpp ngeen xam ne nii suñ ciyaamaan bi dafa nekk koo xam ne nii dafa takku ba pare soo leen ko seetloo góor topp ko ñun jigéen yee ko toppa moom mu ngi bëgg a pour jox bari nañ góor waaye ñu fa nekk dañu jox place so maa ngi ñaan cop tey nekk si àdduna bi yëpp ñu jox jigéen ñi seen cër ba pare di ñaan góor ñi tamit ñu bàyyi seen jabar yi ñu génn waxtu bi dafa jot buñ ko bàyyee góor ñi rek ñu ñëpp ñu tooga ñu liggéey suñu réew so di leen nuyu di leen santa di jégalu nag wax dafa naxari waaye foog ñu jéem rek di nuyu suñ ges yi nga xam ne ñi ñëpp a fi nekk yéen tamit ñëpp a nga xam ne ñu ngi bàyyee ko seen place ñëw fii di leen wax jërëjëf.
Thank you, Aminata. That was a great speech. And I'm sure your appeal will be heard and acted upon. Thank you. Next on the agenda, unless anyone else, Aminata Saho, we will give you a floor. Thank you.
So, assalamu alaikum. Be mulbe konton na altol na konton la jang. Ntelem Aminata Sa hoti mumbota Austria Vienna. Ntulebe Austria Vienna chapter 2. Toma mbela kumo sembentu yala ntol mu good example leti ma fode chamle mun na chairman oti jamane Austria chapter 2 bari ntol mo fulole ya noma so alman ke okay je so mo example leti so mbela bila next year nin nata jang ngamu sol jajang ya si jang ay nit ya mbe mo be konton na fanan kotenke kunu nente nata mbota Austria biana nata talankilin talamfula wato to kabirin nata ndele ngam fan kawandi ko nin nata alkana songa si kado ko nte manke silate nata bari mol ya mera fango ko mu krolin ko lete bari nte manke krolin ko ti biana ko le munti yembendum bendunya nyimala airport to mbarinke lamin konate ibe mol jayla bari mol nyante tele jayla kadu ko kabrin 2 weeks albu ko sino lamin konate Mr. Chairman ite do bije fam munte kabala fam kaji be screen of photo la anka bala fale you have done a very good job, thank you so much. Ntema me al kono mbem fam fole le demanding ntele be do ko la United Nations nte mbe killing kelo ladum all along nsafono bari hani wo nte wuluta MCP la kono MCP dingol munti dembo mobe dembo by force lone so wala mun tol barinti ntol mu baka nkoleti and content le kabri UDP ko fonye yen teke teke le drum ko de dangoy ko mba kono de so wala tinna faja so mba folale ko fanan kotenke ndep kadiyama ko nga ko nyame nkatara lamoy dal ni aje nkallamoy na do ko kenyale ngatu ko ni be do ko la dunia ye ike lamoy la far force ye lamoy bari na lamoy ro ko no fanan mba folale ko ka do ko ke United Nation project jamal le kananu ngulol to ngado mo ndim fonu formol to le bari kol na kenyalen bari lafta fula moleku nyimu new gambieleti andum nyim pati opportunities jamal le kananye project jamal le kananye andum inshallah mbali United Nation le fengo fen nata mba mek so la fa nata 2014 organisation dole be United Nations ka fa IAEA International Atomic Energy Agency ntebe do ko la jele bari mbe do ko la nu sate saba mbe marale nu wala nu akan juso de min numbake dingaje projet kol kata nyin satel to andum fama la sate bije mu yalon ko isola ta mako rolale bari because of na man sakunda mum bije nu man funoje we ni otora bakele so nga action ota 2014 nga file dada ngadi delegation la priya samba government oye ayeta 2 years lela the application okay so mbe sirina office auto le last year January ye kumandiro ke ko sate sabale dunta International Atomic Energy Treaty one of them mugambeleti nya kilimo jolonta nya dio jolonta sorry waya itandinna le ko na dobaro ndama kilinem mam partner soto nun ka ko malla fika ke momo e partnerti sign contantale ko mu UDP la partnerity so wala yatinna nun bari nga IAEA jana samosang IAEA United Nations ka conference oleke September la muti nyin sangoto ndenga amela nun fo delegation bita nalal nun bari without knowing that nga connection or dundi appointment okay delegational tema and 3 directors lelto pour yeteje but unfortunately mol be tata New York le imanna Vienna but lafta fala ko Vienna is very very important. New York mu United Nations headquarter but for the atomic energy headquarter wo be Vienna le andun tele be siringal yeje message killing ne be mbulu mbadi la yudi mbadi la na patiola andum kontantale abedila na patiola la abedila nyin jamono le kono fanan sambalaro be mbulle dum government la delegation dole nata num lafta dila dum bare got tangot ko madi la ntamatale num famo lafta fele ko pour que IAEA membati ke benefit wol nim project sol soto Gambia kayti kilin doron ne tuta nyanta mum dila wonyanta bola Gambia le kata United States so mbela fila nyin sambalaro e ki na nyaton ko le ko nyin kayto ni ba discourse la anyanta kala nyaadi le anda anyanta sambala damin if possible mbela fly ke jalnin samoy bam fam because April project sol be start la pour kana Gambia meta ba problème so nakumo wala be wo site wala bari mbe ko mandim fanam fola na funding kel munu be Libya ali hako tunye bari it's very very important akoye mbalo faale adunta mbala jato kono lafta folal bele ko altol bele ko ka Gambia do ko abentol bele kan mbebe sirindami ntol be se kukeno alin kana song na funding kel na funding musoli fa ba ko le be kere fala what is not done andu ngalo no ko nyimpati mbelola le ngajibe ko woye stop nindin dol di amane ka fenlo ka bari government la business wala moti toñala government la business wala moti bari tol momo killing mum bijam mbela business wala and we can do something about it munam woti ka to ko munul be kere fa kan Libya ndo mañol lem mbikki mañol lem ngoto mañol lem nsakawol lem fal ni mbobe ha hada ma so nse suku manino yalon ko aka bon sumole sito nyimu problem wolati bari nsa kele no ali nga suku mandi nga fon nanyole ko ya fon dinole ko yes sabari bang sign is new Gambia yes ye karang mo se karang fo ye kayto nyimi do kulal nga fale al do ko ke ali do ko ali bara nyimake al kana bata fo ya lon ko momam bay do ko meteni na funding kel ali mecho lem fengo beti hani tuba du mecho lem fengo beti ali mecho ni fo mol be ya lon ko Gambia la mecho la le mecho mol be bay mecho la ndela tawul la nko ñu Gambia say Gambia be do kulale mbe ba do kula mba do ku kan fam mbe project sol sota la jene fen jamal le binan kanje nyindo ko abe mbele kan andun ntela objectif of na mun kilen feneti lung yasi fonna funding kel ye karang foy fa ko bare ndol mal la ka findikato ko nga fengo bele sotan na banko to te fintila alin kana si nga batum na funding kel be kerket mansia nga wala fo mansia so ni na funding kel banta juma nyol le be Gambia do kula indianol bam fo Chinese ol bam hani ntolle ben na banko do kula so what is very very important so mbenna diamo danila janne ngalo no kalbe balo ko nyiwo mu United Nations do kula lati but it doesn't matter Gambia be do kula le andu mo nyaabe bula Gambia to le inshallah mbafula mo be ka la baraka
Immediate Money Worldwide Money Transfer Service, Gambia's first international financial institution with offices globally. We're here to serve you. Send and receive money worldwide. We have thousands of payout locations around the world. We're fast, secure, reliable, simple, and easy to use. For businesses, we can settle your bills and invoices abroad, all major currencies. You can reach our friendly customer service teams in Gambia, 437-9917, or in UK office 0203-174-0659. Check our website on www.immediatemoney.com. Immediate Money, born in Africa but truly international.
For me, the idea behind Immediate is not only to plow your money and put it in my pocket, but also to give back to the community and also to provide employment for myself and other people around me. Currently, we have over 20 employees, both in the Gambia and here. I have 15 in the Gambia, and here we have 5 of us in the UK working directly for the company. And I've also got agents all over, Gambians and non-Gambians in the whole of UK and other European countries as well, working for Immediate Services, UK, and also Immediate in Gambia. We've participated in a lot of activities. We're giving back to the community among our competitors, especially to the Gambian market. We're the best. We're reliable, we're fast, we're secure. Above all, we're cheaper than most of them.
Gambian in Senegal, I bought a Taria, one yaki to the Cataler, Taria, and take a more Samanaja, and Kofno Jamal Samanaja.
Our rates are always very competitive. I would say we always have the best rates for Gambia, Senegal, Ghana, Nigeria, Sierra Leone.
We are fast, secure. We changed this market when we came to serve our community. Everything is regulated. Everything is by the book. We operate according to what the laws of this country says, and we operate in the Gambia and any other country that we are in according to the laws of those countries. So your transactions, your cash is secure with us. It's safe, and our service is easy to use. Right. We have the best customer-friendly service team here. When you call my office, day or night, you speak to Kaba, she's always smiling. She's always jovial. You speak to Aji, the same thing. And Sumane, the same thing. Right. I've got agents all over the country, and all these agents are told to be efficient. Efficient in the immediate service way. This is what makes us stand out. This is what makes us special. This is what makes us different. I will say thank you to all of you. We have been progressing, and the company has grown. In the Gambia, we have over 15 employees, and in the UK here, we have 5 direct employees to this company, and also we've got agents all over. We've got people affiliated to this company that are doing money transfer and other services. We count up to about 30 plus. This, I'll thank all of you for your support and your customary.
Nekani ko hamne da nga def money transfer ñep immediate la ñoo parce que immediate, the word immediate soko dege moy immediately gawna and is very efficient. Da nga duga xaliss bi fi suñu account ñu jexal la ko Gambia ba Senegal, Sierra Leone, Ghana fo mën di xalaat service bu gaaw yomba. Ñun so gisee immediate ñu wuté moy dañ am staff bu bu xarañ bu sawar ku su nekk farlu si li nga def ba pare ñu xam lu ñoo def ba pare ñu am njiit boo xam ne moom tam dafa sawar di jàppale ñu ko liggéey muy Fatou Cissé. soo leen gisee jibitambe bi mun a demee nii yéen a tax li ngeen a yónnee xaalis si ñun moo ñu motiver moo ñu jox am ak man-man pour ñu mun a sponsor programme bu mel nii. soo xam ngeen naka la xam ngeen fi nekk am ngeen suñu téléphone number si soo ñu ngi leen a xaar ngeen yokka di yónnee through Immediate Finance programme yi si kanam rawli bot pour ñuy mën a continuer di sponsor di def programme yu mel nii pour di leen bégal yéen tam ngeen a kontaan. waaye ñu ngi leen a gërëm trop seen taxawaay yéen ñi ñëw si jibi show bi yëpp gis nañ seen jàppale gis nañ seen attendance gis nañ seen dimbal. so xaalis yi ngeen a yónnee through Immediate moo tax Immediate di leen mun a delloo njukkal di leen indil programme yu mel ni di ko sponsor through the Gambia United Society ñi nga xam ne ñu ngi doon liggéey ak ñoom at yu yàgga te fas yéene nañ continuer di liggéey ak ñoom incha allah rabbi jërëjëf.
There is a land not far away, where the sea meets the shore on a golden beach, where the river flows through the forest in 1,000 creeks, a place where people smile and say hello. Welcome to the Gambia, the smiling coast of Africa. The Gambia is the destination for a fabulous holiday. A love of nature is in the soul of the country. The many forests and parks teem with wildlife. Up in the trees, red and green monkeys gather and sometimes come down to play. Other natives of this forest are perhaps shy. If you love birdwatching, this is one of the best places in the world to see them. Over 560 species live in and migrate to our land. Organised tours with expert guides make it easy to spot some of the many rare species which abound in the forests. If it is luxurious surroundings and a warm welcome you're looking for, this is the perfect place. On the golden sands by the mighty ocean, our fabulous hotels offer everything modern travellers would expect. High quality, attention to detail, personal service and more. Imagine a private retreat buried deep in the forest. A special place to relax, recharge and get in touch with our culture and nature. So go discover the smiling coast of Africa.
Yaye Instant Services is here for you. We send money to the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria, Sierra Leone, Ghana and many more countries worldwide. Contact us today 020-8221-4538 or 079-309-57076 or online www.yaye.co.uk. Like or follow us on Facebook and Twitter. With Yaye Instant Services, you are guaranteed better rates, fast delivery and the very best service experience. Yaye Instant Services Limited. Reliable, affordable and instant.
You see what we the best. Came in the black Benz, left in the white one. I'm just a hoodlum, I came in my
InterFace Gambia TV presents to you 5-year anniversary celebration awards and dinner dance 30th of December 2017. Black tie event live at the Bowling Parkway Suite Barking Road, London E6 1PW. Doors will be open 9 p.m. Tickets are out for only £40. Dinner at 10 p.m. Please be there on time and show starts at 11:45 p.m. Presented by Lida Ninja and Mary Kumba Gomez in collaboration with Fashion for Awareness for Seni Cancer Foundation, Women's Foundation Trust to help create cancer awareness in our community. The big raffle, first prize, full Hajj package in 2018. Second prize, full package of family tour in the Gambia. Third prize, a weekend for 2 at My Hotel's 5-star group. Tickets are out for only £10. Sponsored by Gambia International Airlines Limited, Gambia Tours Limited and My Hotels UK. For more information, please contact us at 0207998107 or 0753810339. Live performance on the night. Tyrone the Prince.
Fire, 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 fire. Ali be your life, summer holiday, yeah, come on.
Young Light.
We used to be down, but we came up.
Man was really down, really down.
We got no sleep, cause we stayed up.
stayed up thinking of a plan, and that plan there changed me to the man.
Chief Guest of Honor, Mr. and Mrs. Aji Ansumane. Special Guest of Honor, Siranding Balajo and Mighty Mai. DJs on the night, DJ Corey Afrobeats, dancehall and R&B master DJ Dafay and DJ Fax. This event is spearheaded by Smiling Coast Food Limited, Eye Care Resource Limited, Ganori Ramsin, Money Pipe Logistic, Nubia Hair and Beauty Amijawo, Faith Cole, Independent Nozzle Services, The Comfort Dawudu Foundation Trust, Tropical Catering Fruits Display Fanny K France, Gambia Tours Limited, Gambia International Airlines Limited, Yaye Instant Services Limited, and the Gambia Tours Board.
Nkontanta bakele nata kroli dang aliye mira kroli ngole ti bari manke kroli ngodi ka ko nata le nkon lamine ko mumela assistant ole ti so alafta mi ngomi nambakele mbafala al fanale ko ndol benna mitino kelele next year inshallah bari mbe information o dilale along the road fanan yamu ala baraka mbe mo be konton alcohol na konton ala baraka
Thank you, America. Right. Amina, you touched on something very important. I think we need to dialogue on that. We lost everything because there was no democracy in Gambia. When I say we lost everything, by that I mean the youth population in every country, the views are the cream force for a lasting development. But where they are denied that chance to realize their full potential, then we are doomed. We had that problem. This is New Gambia now, where there is full democracy in place. Of course, things are shaping up. But it's a free Gambia. The environment is free. It's an enabling environment for every person to go and do something in Gambia. We the youth, time has come for us to not only be consumers, but we can be producers as well. Creative thinking. Let us invest our time and resources in making Gambia a prize for all of us. And that means that this pathway syndrome should stop. Democracy is an enabling environment where people can be what they want to be, as long as it is within the remit of the law. So there is no excuse for anybody to say you cannot do anything in Gambia, because there is that opportunity now. Government, of course, cannot give job to everybody, but when we support the government, of course, government will be they will also live to meet our aspirations, but we must as well support them, because we are ourselves an institution that government needs to build that foundation for New Gambia. Thank you very much, Ameda. Right. Next on the agenda is the launching of the new website. Many a times, so many people accuse UDP of being disorganized. And some people even question a party like UDP, how can a UDP go without a website? In one of my talk shows with Pamodu Bojang, Mbekere, I told people that UDP is blessed with intellectual giants. UDP has everybody from all walks of life. This website came as a result of people brainstorming we have technical, or we have IT engineers. We have web developers, of course, they are all IT engineers, but also some academicians, people who went and did some researches, policy issues to complement the work of our party leaders in the Gambia. You want to have a room where you can go in and find everything in. All the party materials, the literature, party literature, party campaign materials, and of course, upcoming events. You can go into the UDP website. And also, many people have been asking about membership cards. This website is very interactive, to a point that anything you want to know about the party, you can go in there and help yourself. So they have done a tremendous job. And the people behind it, we say thank you very much. But you're going to hear a lot. And I call on Bakari Singate to lead us into that website. So it's going to be something that is going to be officially launched, I can say. So we say, Bakari, you are making a history here. Right, next on the agenda is UDP has attracted new members. These members are so many, and left to us alone, we would invite each and every one of them to come and tell you why they have decided. We know, well, at least it's from the horse's mouth, because they have seen that this party is a progressive party, and this party is full of forward-looking people, and party that is based on the truth. Sekou certainly will be coming to put all that together. He has been doing it because he has been on the UDP Generation Talk Show, sacrificing his time and sacrificing his resources to make sure that UDP is heard, and is heard well. In his specialty, he is doing a good job. We think it is more befitting to get Sekou to represent those people, because Sekou decided to join this party after a lot of assessment. He did his homework, but also we spoke, myself and him, on many times, and Sekou being so conscientious and very thoughtful, and I knew this is going to come. So Sekou, thank you very much for coming, and we will welcome Sekou. And thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Konade. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. First and foremost, all praise to the Almighty God, Almighty Allah, in whose infinite mercy that we are all gathered here today to witness this momentous historic occasion in West Sussex, in the little town of just over 100,000 people, Crawley. It was exactly on the 9th of January, this town called Crawley marked 70 years. So it is relatively a new town in southeast of England. But those of you who live in the United Kingdom would know that southern and southeast is one of the best places to live in England. According to the recent survey, I'm bringing facts, not fiction. According to the recent survey, this is among the top 10 best places in the United Kingdom. So that shows you that the United Democratic Party made the right choice to choose Crawley as the first UDP UK chapter congress. And I would say to the people of Crawley, you should be proud of yourselves for hosting the biggest party, the most benevolent party, the party that really fought hard for the Gambia, and that is the United Democratic Party. Having thanked the Almighty God, I would like to pay respect to the members of the High Table. Mafode Cham, who is the chairman of the German Austria chapter, we thank you so much for coming here. The next man that I would like to acknowledge is no stranger to any of us here. Bamba Sering Mas. He has been in the forefront of this liberation struggle. Him and I had our moments in the struggle. But thankfully, today, we are all on the same page. I would like to acknowledge our guest, Simon, from the Global Election Services. Thank you for coming. We value your presence. I want to acknowledge Moj Saidi Khan, who is the interim leader of the Diaspora Committee of the UDP. Most of you may not know him, but he is the man firing the shots at the level of the diaspora. Thank you so much for coming from the United States. We value your presence here, sir. And lastly, but not by any means the least, on the High Table, Suntu Dafe. Thank you so much. Lamin has already introduced this before, but I felt that as a new member of the United Democratic Party, I wouldn't do justice without acknowledging the members of the High Table. Having thanked the members of the High Table, I would like to thank my parents. I would like to thank them most sincerely. Because in life, we cannot attain success without the blessing of our parents. It is through their prayers that we would like to see daylight and see good coming our way after God Almighty. Having said that, I would like to thank my wife. I would like to thank my wife, Hadi Toure, who is always anonymous. Most people don't know her. But without her, I couldn't be involved in politics. I couldn't be involved in the day-to-day activities of the political party. My lovely wife, I want to say thank you. Having acknowledged that, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the leadership of the United Democratic Party. Lawyer Usainu Dabo. As Jan said, the president of the United Democratic Party, Tembo by force, most people know him. The entire executive of the United Democratic Party. Well, it hurts so much that we don't have Lawyer Usainu Dabo in our midst today. We were looking so much to see the great man in our midst today. But being a man who he is, putting the national interest first before party interest, you will hear from him later why he could not be at this meeting. I'm not going to tell you that now. Well, I have been given a topic about why I joined United Democratic Party. I joined United Democratic Party on the 19th of July, 2017. Well, I felt that I've been in the party for 10 years already. And when I decided to join United Democratic Party, most of people were surprised when I went to announce it on Facebook Live. Well, I wanted to be innovative. I wanted to start something new. And I did it. Because I didn't just want to go through the back door and announce myself as a member. Why? Why should I hide which party I belong to? It is my civic duty, it's my civic right as a Gambian. With the restoration of democracy in our country after the December 1st elections, with ushered in the leadership of His Excellency Adama Barrow, Gambia has entered a new chapter. We have entered a new chapter in our history, where we have turned our back towards dictatorship. It was 22 years of ugly past, our country, where a lot of lives lost. Our parents, our brothers and sisters, our aunties, our uncles lost their lives because of the tyrannical nature of one man that I don't like to name. I wouldn't do justice to this program if I mention his name. But I think we all know who he is. He's somewhere in Equatorial Guinea. I think one day, all what we want is justice for the victims. And that is coming to the Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission. Inshallah, that will happen. Again, apart from justice, we want all our money back from Jammeh.